Tracy, can you hear me? Let me know that you can hear me. Oh goodness. Let me get around over here where it's in the shade because I can't see what the screen looks like in the bright sun. Please tell me that everything is working well. Good morning, everybody. I apologize. We are doing this on the road again. Sorry about that. Reason being that my dad has a doctor's appointment this morning. He's going to get, it's his eye doctor appointment, and so he's got to get his eyes dilated for testing. And he won't be able to drive. Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Billy. How are you? Can you guys hear me okay? I was just saying that my dad has to have an appointment with the eye doctor. He's going to get his eyes dilated today. So that meant that he can't drive. Okay, great. Yeah, he can't drive, so I'm his designated driver today. And so he's inside right now. So I thought I would go for a bit of a walk around while I'm waiting for him. And this is, can you believe it? Today is day 15 of the FlyLady's Cruising Through the Holidays Super Cruise. And it just so happens that it's the last day of the Super Cruise, which means like Christmas is just a week away. It is amazing. Oh my goodness. I hope the wind's not doing so bad. I hope it's not too windy. I couldn't find my little windsock thingy that goes on my mic. So try to stand someplace where I can actually see the chat. Good morning, beautiful family. Good morning, Maria. How are you, my friend? Oh goodness. Yes, we did it, guys. Today is the last day of the Super Cruise. And for those that are watching this on the replay, link to FlyLady's video that I'm referencing is down in the description below. And in it, she gets rather emotional. And if I allowed myself, I could get just about as emotional too, because this has been just a wonderful journey, and I appreciate all of you guys joining me, coming along with me on this journey, and seeing you and hearing about your own successes of getting things ready for the holiday season. Trying to find some place where I can stand and see the chat here. I still need to wrap gifts. Well, you know what? We still have a week. You're still in good shape. You know, so today FlyLady wants us, she's got one final task for us to do today. And it's the hardest task that any of us can ever do. Basically, that's just to sit and do absolutely nothing. Grab something warm and wonderful, as she calls it, and reflect on what we have accomplished these last 9 weeks. Can you believe it's been a total of 9 weeks? I cannot believe that I have managed to go a live stream 5 days a week, sometimes 6, for a full 9 weeks straight. That just blows my mind. But I know I could never have accomplished any of this without your support. You guys are amazing. And I am so, so appreciative of you guys and your support and your love. And for those who are watching on the replay and you don't know who any of us are, we have in the chat Cecilia, Creationsbymuneca, Maggie at Mix Match Maggie, Billy at Save with Rosie, and Maria at Maria's Nails 702LV. I will leave links to all of their channels down in the description below. Please do me a favor this holiday season. Let's share the love with one another and go visit their channels, subscribe to their channels, watch their videos. You better watch it because YouTube will knock your subscription off if you don't watch their videos. I've noticed that some channels that I was subscribed to, I'm no longer subscribed to for some silly reason, and it's because of YouTube. I don't know. YouTube's weird, but definitely watch their videos, subscribe, click on their notification bells so you can know when they go with their channels and all that. I want to share this love and support with one another. This has been a very beautiful community that I've been allowed to take part of, and I can't express my gratitude enough for all of them. I still, okay. Your consistency with this is inspiring. You kind of inspired me, Maggie. You've been so consistent with crocheting every day until you reach your 1,000 subscribers. That really motivated and encouraged me to stay consistent as well. So I absolutely love this mutual inspiration of one another. You know, we're always inspiring and encouraging and motivating one another, and I just absolutely love this community. You are so welcome, Maggie. And your creations, your little crochet things that you've been showing on your live streams and in your videos and your shorts and stories on Instagram and such, they are adorable. Those things are adorable. And you've inspired me to dig out my own crochet hooks and try to create something myself, because I'm a bit rusty. I used to do that years and years and years ago, and I haven't picked it up until this year. Well, I was starting to crochet a poncho a couple of years ago, but then I put it away and didn't dig it out until this year. And you inspired me to complete it, and I did. And now my son wants a poncho of his own. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to work up that pattern, because mine, I didn't really go by a pattern. I just kind of winged it and made it, you know, as I went, you know. But anyway, so that's what we have done so much, and I can't express my gratitude enough for you guys. Oh man, and it is cold, but I guess I could just go sit out in the van or on the car, be a little bit warmer. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the door, so watching out for my dad whenever he gets out of here. So I'll go sit. Okay, yeah, I can sit in the car out of the wind at least. Let's see which pocket has the key. There it is. Oh my gosh, somebody parked really close. All right. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Whee. I'm in my dad's car today. Yeah, I'm in my dad's car today, so it's a little bit smaller than mine. But anyway, so basically that's all I have to say. I mean, we got, you know, I know Maggie still has a couple of presents yet to wrap. I was able to completely get all of our presents wrapped yesterday. I found, the one or two presents that I couldn't find. I actually found them, and no, they got those got wrapped. So I don't think I have anything I have to wrap unless I buy something else between now and Christmas. But so far, I think on my budget, everything's pretty well covered. We get paid today, so I need to go to the grocery store and pick up any final items that I need for Christmas dinner. We already have the ham. I do need to get more potatoes. I need more potatoes. I definitely need more milk. We always need more milk. So that's something that I will be doing today, is going to the grocery store. Maybe plan out the week for next week. I could do some like pre-planning and preparing of some foods this weekend, like pre-made meals, get some meals made ahead of time. So all I have to do is just warm them up to make it a little bit easier on me throughout the week. So, because I know on Christmas, either the night before Christmas or Christmas Day is when I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking and preparing for a meal. That's going to be the main big meal of the week. So just maybe make some sloppy joe meat ahead of time. So all we have to do is just warm it up and have sandwiches that way, or maybe make a soup or a stew or a chili in the crock pot. And that way all I have to do is just turn it on and let it go, and people can eat on it as they wish. Things like that. How are you guys doing with your festivities? Are we all excited for next week and getting together with family and loved ones? Sorry about my hair. It's just trying to keep my hair looking nice while wearing a winter coat is kind of hard. And the wind blowing my hair all over the place. So I probably have really bad, yucky looking hair today. And it gets staticky. It gets staticky too in the wintertime. So, well, let's see. Hey, Amanda, how are you doing? I'm here, was trying to get dinner ordered, but my fam won't answer me. Oh, I know how that is. Oh my gosh, especially Emma, when she gets in one of her crusades or just in one of her groups that she's doing stuff with, it's like the rest of us don't even exist. She won't reply to me. I'll send her a text message, and then I have to actually climb the stairs and go up to her room in order to get her attention sometimes. And then she just stares at me like, "What? You're interrupting." Oh, you're tired? Oh, and today was your last day? How did today go at work? Was there any tears or regrets that you're leaving? And how did everyone like their presents? Hey, Maria. Yeah. My kids are the same way too. Yeah. Oh man. Us moms, we all know. Goodness. Yeah. So tonight I might make, well, see, my dad, you weren't here when I talked about it earlier, Amanda. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll let you talk. First off, today went well, but busy. I'm not technically leaving yet. My presence just won't be consistent there. I see. Okay, but you did give them your presents, right? And how did everyone like them? I got some peach Stella Rosa as my gift. Ooh, that sounds nice. That is a wine, right? It sounds like a wine. Okay. Here, I'm still here. Sorry. My husband sent me a message. It's a wine, yes. Oh, that sounds really nice. I didn't give my goodbye gifts yet because I'm not gone yet. Oh, okay. So, so you've got a little bit of time to finish making them. Because I know yesterday you said that you were a little bit behind in getting them made. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. My husband keeps texting me. There was a mess up with his paycheck, so he's got to talk to HR about it. Hopefully they will get that fixed today. But my Secret Santa liked her gift, rechargeable hand warmers, rhinestone pen and pencil set, pencil bag with a funny saying on it. Oh, and yet now is the time that she would need those rechargeable hand warmers. Oh, I bet she's really appreciating that. That's what I was finishing up yesterday. Okay. All right. That's great. Well, I was telling the others, Amanda, earlier, that the reason why I'm out here in the car, well, this is actually my dad's car. My dad had a eye doctor appointment this morning at the exact same time that my live stream goes live. So, and the part of the examination requires them to dilate his eyes, which means he won't be allowed to drive for the rest of the day. Hence the reason why I had to be here. So that's why we're doing the live stream impromptu out here in the car. I was walking up and down the sidewalk in front of the, actually we're in the back of the clinic, because on Main Street, they're tearing down a building right across the street from their office, and the entire street is blocked off. Even their entrance is blocked off. So all of the patients had to enter from the back. And so I'm back here in the back parking lot doing the live stream. She didn't know who got her name until she saw that the hand warmers, because I told her I was going to get them for her before I left. Okay. Yeah, I texted my husband that he asked me if my dad was at his doctor's appointment, and I said yes, and I'm doing the live stream right now. And he's like, okay, I forgot. So if you saw me going back and forth on the screen, I apologize that I kept going in and out because I was messaging him. I'm still here, just sewing some pocket warmers for my mom to give to her friends. Oh, that sounds nice too. So yeah, so that's what I'm here for. And today, okay, just as a reminder, today is the last day of the Super Cruise. FlyLady's video, which is linked down below. She has us to do one final mission for today, which will be the hardest one yet. I've already mentioned this before, but just as a refresher, the hardest thing that we can do, us ladies, us women that take care of our families and everybody else and always seem to put ourselves last, the hardest thing for us to do sometimes is to do absolutely nothing. And so that's her mission for us today, to just sit, grab something that's nice and warm and wonderful, as she calls it, which can be a cup of coffee, a cup of hot chocolate. I did have my hot chocolate this morning with my breakfast. So that was my warm and wonderful thing. And then just as you're enjoying that, just sit and reflect on all the things that we've accomplished these 9 weeks. And can you believe it's been a full 9 weeks that we've been doing this? And the fact is, we got all the things done. We got the presents made, or the presents bought and wrapped. There might be a few that are still kind of straggling that need to be wrapped. That's okay. We've got a week yet. But we've got so much accomplished these last several weeks, and I have not felt stressed at all. And to be able to do this 5 days a week for 9 weeks in a row, a live stream with all of you guys, and be consistent with that, and not feel stressed over any of it. That is amazing. I I I just amaze myself at what I'm capable of doing. And I know I'm not the only one that goes through periods of uncertainty or insecurity or feeling intimidated or feeling like you're not valued, or we don't necessarily put value on ourselves. That's part of my problem. I don't always put enough value on myself, and I don't sometimes don't believe that I'm capable of doing things or completing things or accomplishing things. But with wonderful friends like you guys prove to me that I am capable of doing all of this because of all of your love and support. So I can't take all of this credit for any of this. You guys get a lot of the credit too. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to get a little bit emotional like FlyLady did in her video. But you guys have seen me all emotional and all that before, so it's nothing new. Let's go back here. She's always freezing. She wraps a blanket around her when she's in the office. I had a coworker that was like that. She would see when I worked at on the floor. I was a unit secretary on the nurses station, and we had these blanket warmers in the closet, and we always had this one nurse that was always cold, and so she would always wrap herself in one of those warm blankets from the blanket warmer and just cozy up on the at the desk while she was doing her charting. Well, I'll cozy up on my couch tonight and finish my collab challenge. There we go. I'm excited to see it. I got a little bit of sneak peek of it. It's beautiful already. Even at its earliest stage, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's going to be very encouraging to me whenever I get around to doing it. We knew you were. We just had to get you to believe it. Yeah. And so I appreciate that. And I want to try to encourage others to believe in themselves. And if I have to use myself as an example to that someone can overcome their insecurities and can overcome their self-doubts, I'm putting myself out there, because if I can do it, you can do it. You right there, you can do it. So, yes, I love that. Yeah, I love all of you. I really do. I never expected 3 years ago when I relaunched my channel, I never expected to have these kind of friends like you all. You have really truly blessed me, especially this past year and a half when I really got to know most of you. Ah, you poked me in the eyeball. Oh, oh, that is so weird. Well, I better, man, that now it's not appropriate time to even talk about that. I'll message you over on our chat. I watched a video and I got actually, well, I'm just, yeah, it's not appropriate. I'm just gonna shut up. Shut up about it, Sheila. It's not appropriate right now. Oh, I can't wait. Well, yeah, it's not really funny, but just in light of our conversation, I, I, I kind of found it funny, just, just because of my warped sense of humor, and I think that my sense of humor is warped simply because of, well, my husband and his brothers. I mean, I my husband finds humor in just about everything. Even on serious things, he will find some kind of humor in it. I think that's just his coping mechanism to dealing with serious things and you know, he can deal with them a lot better if he can find some kind of humor in it. I give my boss 2 days before she asks me to come back to work. Probably. Oh yeah, I would be given like a vacation, and then there'd be one day during my vacation my boss would call and say, is there any way that you could come and cover somebody's shift, even if it's just half of the shift? So yeah, that just shows us that we are valued. But that was my old boss. The last boss I had wasn't like that at all. And so, but I miss my old boss. Even she's not there anymore. So I find humor in all things because that's how I process things. Yeah, I think that's how Gary does too. And that's been helpful for me because I can take things so seriously. I take myself so seriously. That's why I think I'm so hard on myself, and I'm very critical of myself. And and so learning to not take myself so seriously and finding humor in a serious situation has helped me overcome some of the mental things that affect me sometimes. And my husband is very instrumental in helping me with that because that's just his nature. And he grew up with brothers that were like that. They find humor in things. And like whenever we get together every summer for their family reunion, I mean, my sides hurt so bad from laughing at them because they are hilarious. These guys are hilarious. I swear a couple of them should start their own podcast. I think they would be awesome at it. They've got so many stories that are so funny and hilarious. But I would think they would be great as podcasters. And they've got good sounding voices. They've got that almost that radio disc jockey voice, whatever, that just sounds so I don't know, I can't really describe it. They just got a good radio sounding voice, you know. Anyway, but yeah, that's what we are up to today. Oh, and don't forget, hit the thumbs up and smash the like button, whatever, and all that jazz. I'm I've mentioned this so many times before. I'm not good at self promotion, but I'm trying to remember to bring things up. Oh, even when my grandma died, I said, "This woman beat addiction, thyroid cancer, so many health issues, and aneurysms, strokes, and vascular dementia to be taken out by poop, sepsis from a bowel blockage." Oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be laughing. So, um, did, did she develop C. diff or something? Oh, we used to have a room. We called it the C. diff room because any patient that we got with C. diff, we always put in this one specific room. And there was always a certain patient that was admitted that almost daily, almost every time they came to the hospital, they were put in isolation for C. diff. Oh my goodness. I laughed so hard at that, and that's how I processed it. Well, you know what? If your grandma, she probably sounds like she has a good sense of humor. She probably would have appreciated it. I don't know. She developed deaf. Well, C. difficile, is a medical condition brought on by it's like an infection brought on by well, you have a lot of bad poo, and it's very contagious. Yeah. You have to use Maria. Hey, that's what happens when us old folk get old. We talk about our poop, okay? I just might be well, Amanda's starting early because she's a lot younger than me. So my grandfather got that a lot. Oh no. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Maggie. But I know uh, it's bad. C. diff is bad. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Adding humor to things that helps cope. That helps me cope. So, but yeah, it's been quite a wonderful 9 weeks, and this has been fun. And you got to meet my daughter, and we baked cookies and stuff with her. Nah, it's okay. He wasn't the nicest person. Oh no. Oh no. I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy. Just because I know how bad it is. I mean, I haven't gotten it myself personally, but I've been there helping nurses clean up some messes. Sometimes they just need an extra pair of hands to roll a patient over, and I've got strong arms, so I've had to help position a patient while the nurse did the dirty work to clean up messes. So yeah. Anyway, well, I hope everyone had found some humor in that a little bit. Dang, hang on, y'all. Babysit my Sheila. I gotta order dinner right quick. Okay, all right. I got. She. I have to be babysat. I. She's younger than me. How is she babysitting me? Like I need a babysitter. I'm not. I might be crazy, but I'm not quite that crazy. At least I don't think so. I just sometimes just don't know what to say. I run out of things to say because once I've said it once, I very seldom just bring it up again. You know. So I'm not quite that old yet. Oh goodness, goodness, goodness. Um, what else can we talk about? What time is it? Keeping an eye on time. Let's see. Well, one thing I think I'm going to give myself a bit of a break for the rest of the year as far as any kind of content. I'm going to give myself a legit vacation, so to speak. Because I've been so. Did you block my chat because I said a bad word? Huh? Oh, I probably. You know what? I don't have that. Where is it? I didn't change the. I didn't change the live chat thingy, so I probably didn't even see it. Did you say a bad word? What was the bad word, Maggie? I'm going back through and I'm trying to see. I don't see any bad words. You said that you're. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's okay? All right. I didn't see this. There it is. There we go. Okay. All right. I see it now. Okay. Yeah. You did the little drum roll too. Well, then, okay. YouTube might have, maybe since I had just regular top chat on there instead of the all chat, I YouTube may have stopped that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, but I fixed it to where I can see all the things now. I always forget to change it. I always forget to do that. I did change it over on my computer. Before I left the house, I always open up the live stream on the computer because that's my backup for the chat, so that if there's something I missed during the chat, I can go back and reread it and catch some of the things I've missed. So your little comment will be there. I know it will be. But I always forget to change it on my phone as soon as I go live. So, yeah. Let's see. I know there's some people that I could probably talk smack about too in my family that have passed, but I choose not to. Just for myself, just because I don't want them living rent free in my brain. You know, they never paid me rent, or all the time that they were alive. And I mean, I can reflect on some of the good things about them or the happy memories about them, but then I don't need them to live rent free in my head. So I don't dwell on things like that. There are some that will just, that's all they talk about is bad memories, old stories that really don't have any value anymore. I mean, okay, we could still learn from them, but we don't have to keep bringing those bad memories back up over and over and over again. Learn from them and move on. That's my philosophy. I mean, I could talk about how I felt like I was mistreated at work when I worked there last. But what value does it give to me now? I'm not working there anymore. I don't even see any of those people anymore. Some of them aren't even there anymore. They've moved on too. So, I mean, I learned from that experience. I've learned how to become stronger from that experience. And I'm moving on to a brighter future for myself that I have some control and say so over. Okay, that's things for babysitting. You think I need a babysitter? Oh my gosh. I'm older than you, Missy. I probably need to babysit you. It's just, I run out of things to say. Although I don't know how I'm still talking because I don't know what to say. Oh my gosh, maybe I am turning into one of those old folks that just talks and talks and talks and really doesn't say anything. There we go. There we go. I am finally maturing. I do frequently need adulting supervision. I think we all do. Yeah. But yeah, I was telling them that I think I'm going to give myself a bit of a vacation away from YouTube for a couple of weeks, or at least for the rest of this year. Just so that I don't feel pressured to put out any content immediately this year. I mean, I made a live stream every day, 5 days a week for 9 weeks. That's a lot more than a lot of people do. I mean, some people just put maybe 1 or 2 videos out a week. And I'm glad I did this, but I feel like I need a rest right now. And I'm not the only one. There's been several people I've noticed in the community who have taken a break for a while and that they will be coming back soon. And then there's me with nothing. You will see you had a full-time job. And, that takes time away from you. You've got your family. You've got the uncertainty of of the government and the military and all that situation to deal with. That's a lot of stress for anybody to go into to put themselves through or to be put into. So I have no qualms about you not putting a video out. That, I mean, everyone's different. I'm just going to give myself a break for these next 2 weeks. Plan out what I want to do for this new year. I've already got some ideas whirling around in my brain. I'm already involved in a collaboration that's planned for this coming year, and so is Amanda. And Cece. I have plans though now that I have some time. Yeah. And sometime Amanda and I, we need to put our heads together to figure out how we want to do what our ideas are. Did I say that right? I don't think I said that right. But I don't know. I can't remember what I just said. I know you're probably like, huh? What did she say? I don't even know. But you know, the collaboration that Amanda and I want to do. And of course, I choose the month for that collab that I'm moving to another continent. Well, you know, you can have it ready, set and ready. It's not like you have to do it in the month. Anybody can do any of these any time of the year, actually. That's my understanding from what she explained. But I mean, that's the beauty about all of us. We can do our challenges anytime we want to, based on our own schedule. It's just that we've all contributed something for a specific month. She asked me to do 2 because we didn't have enough for all 12 months. So I'm doing February and October. And I could even start my February on July or January 1st if I wanted to. Just, or maybe do all of them, do a little bit of for every month. I don't know. It just depends. But we're just all collaborating and doing it together. We can upload our videos anytime. But yeah, I want to do more. I really have enjoyed doing the live streams. I think I want to incorporate live streams at least once a week again. But maybe instead of doing it like the Accountable Mondays and try to be as structured like that, be more organic like I have been for the Cruising Through the Holidays live streams, where I'm sometimes doing nothing but washing dishes and we're just chatting. Or I could maybe do my plan with me, maybe do a plan with me or something. Or baking, you know, or cooking or something like that. I want to do more of my domestic household type things, because that's what I started my channel doing, was cleaning my home, following FlyLady's system, things like that. That's how I initially started my channel years and years and years ago. But then I incorporated my health journey, and I want to work in my health journey, like maybe either do a live stream where I'm just going for a walk with you guys, or just record myself going for a walk or exercising or something like that. Well, an island off that continent. Yeah. Yes, I love that idea. I just going live and feeling it out organically. I really do. I like this. That way I don't feel like I have to have things all structured. It's all natural. It feels natural to me, and that I appreciate that more personally. You know I like these shows but you can tell when a lot of things are structured, or the dialogue is already planned out. And I like those, but then I think I gravitate more to those that it's just completely themselves. They're not putting on a show. They're not putting on an act. They're being their genuine selves. I can't be anything but that. You're not putting live streams in a box, thereby limiting yourself and making it feel kind of like a chore. Yeah, exactly. I want to try to do this organically. Like I like doing the savings challenges, but I think I found myself doing too many of them in a given week, or feeling like I had to structure it this way because so many other people structure theirs that way. And then I found myself in that comparison trap and not feeling fulfilled, or feeling like I have to keep up. Like, the old saying, keeping up with the Joneses. I hated trying to keep up with the Joneses because, for one thing, I never fit in with the Joneses. The Joneses was way out of my league, and they didn't want me there in the first place. Well, I know you guys want me here. It's just that's my mental thinking that I that's that mental block in my head that tells me that I don't belong, which I know is a lie. It's completely not true, but that's that comparison thing that gets in the way. I don't want to do that. I want to continue doing savings challenges, but I want to have fun doing it my way. So I will be doing other people's stuff, but I want to try to incorporate more of my own stuff and making myself create stuff. Let's see. They may not have wanted me there, but I didn't give a crap and would be there anyway. Oh, now stop it. Stop it, Amanda. Nobody did not want you there. We all wanted you there. It's just that maybe initially nobody knew who you were, or didn't know your personality, or didn't know what kind of person you are. But they never were like, we don't want her. Nobody. But see, that's that stupid voice in our brains that tells us those things, which is absolutely not true. I struggle with that still. No, I mean, back in the day, like way back when. Oh, well, I don't want to live in the past. I was like that when in school. I was like that. And come to find out now, whenever I meet my old schoolmates, my old classmates that I felt didn't like me, or even those that used to pick on me and tease me and call me names, I run into them nowadays. They have absolutely no recollection of what they did or said to me. And some of them have actually become friends. I mean, there's this one guy named Tim. He was brutal with teasing me and calling me names and all that. In fact, there was a girl that sat in between us. Otherwise, if it wasn't for her, I would have to sit next to this kid when we graduated high school. That's how far apart we were alphabetically. And I was like, oh my gosh, to be in that close a proximity to him during the graduation nearly left me sick because he was so mean to me. But then a few years after high school, he got born again or saved or whatever, and whatever you want to describe it. And now he's a minister, and he's doing some really good work, and especially with kids and the youth. And I'm really, and because of my own personal spiritual walk, when I learned that of him, I was very proud of him and grateful that he had a change of heart, so to speak. And now I kind of consider him my brother, you could say. And now we're friends, but growing up, oh man, he was the worst. So I don't want to think about all the bad things that were said to me. I want to try and forgive those. That's what I've learned about my own personal spiritual walk, is to be forgiving of others, because forgiveness isn't necessarily for them, it's for ourselves, because we set ourselves free of the burden of holding on to those grudges. They can hold on to the grudges against us all they want to. That's on them. But if I forgive them, I am set free from that. So that's just my personal belief. I don't want to pound that onto anybody, but that's how I find peace. And I wish I could be more like that towards myself. I'm so forgiving of others, but not so much forgiving of myself. So that's where I am. Okay, come on now. No one was really mean to me that I know of. I'm telling y'all, I've been this way my whole life. We don't mess with Amanda. No, no. And I think my daughter, you guys have met her. She's kind of has that similar personality. I think that's why I was drawn to you, because you and her are, in some ways, are so much alike. And yeah, she doesn't take no shit from nobody either. That's beautiful, Sheila. We all need more forgiveness in this world. Thanks, Maggie. I just need to forgive myself more. I don't do that quite so often. I always think, you should know better, but I've refused to give energy to anyone. There are very few people I've given enough energy to hold a grudge. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Don't give them the free real estate in our brain, because they're living rent free. No way. No. So I release them, because I have some relatives that I love them, but they bring me down. So I have to distance myself from them. Otherwise, they're just going to be toxic for me. But I can still continue to love them, and even share them love whenever we get together once in a while. But then I don't hang around them. But anyway, I think my dad's gonna come back out. He's been in there for... I was checking to see if I've gotten any messages, but nope. So anyway, but yeah, I think I'm going to give myself a bit of a break for the rest of this year. Kind of map out what I want to do for this coming year. Maybe plan some things ahead of time. Because I do want to have some things planned out. It's just, then I want it to go naturally and organically and flow, have a good natural flow. But yeah, because I want to improve my health. There's a diet that I'm considering on going on, and I'm not really big on diets per se, but there is a nutritional plan that I've been on before that has worked for me before. That's all I'm going to call it. I'm not going to call it a diet. Diet, whenever I see the word diet, I think of die, like D-I-E. It's like death, and I don't like that word. So I try not to use the word diet so much, because it has such a negative connotation to it. But if I say my nutritional plan, then that's more digestible, I guess. You deserve a break. You've been a busy lady. Well, we've all been busy. I think we've all been busy in our own way. But yeah, I want to get on to a better nutritional plan. There is a different kind of diet I've heard of, but it's more like a historical diet, just so I can appreciate what our ancestors, what like people like my grandma, or my father-in-law and his wife, what they went through. I've heard of this, and it's a way of maybe even limiting my intake, but limiting my spending too by giving myself certain parameters. Because the price of food nowadays is just crazy, and I gotta do some kind of changes in my spending plan, my meal plan, and just maybe try new recipes that just so I can stop being bored with what we make. I just try to get all food groups in a day to maximize the likelihood I hit most nutrients. Yeah. I have a tendency though to lean too much to the starchies, like breads and potatoes or rice. I like those things. I just sometimes tend to lean more to the carbs, and I need to not lean so much to the carbs. Get a healthy balance, not deprive myself of them, but just maybe reduce my intake. And if I can gradually do that without it being too noticeable, then it might be a healthier and easier transition for me. We'll see. But I want to document all that because I want to be my best when we get together at the convention. I mean, I don't want to be quite so roly-poly as I am. Mainly, not because I just want to be skinnier or whatever. That's not it. I just want to be healthier. I want to have more energy because I got to keep up with you youngins. I'm only getting older, so I got to do something to keep up with you guys. I have a bunch of recipes in my browser bookmarks. Once I make them a couple of times, I move them to a trusted recipes folder if everyone likes them. Ooh, yeah. I've got a little recipe box that I still like doing things the old-fashioned way. I bought this recipe box that came with recipe cards in it, and then I had bought another box, but that box fell apart. But I still have the recipe cards from it, so I've been handwriting some recipes and putting it in my little box because it's cute, you know. And yeah, I've been writing things like that down. And I've got my mom's recipe book that I go through and just pick out things that we want to make. I'm kind of thinking for tonight, either stuffed peppers. I I need to see. I don't know if I've got enough stuff. I don't know if I got enough peppers. Or do I want to just do a stuffed pepper skillet for supper tonight? I like doing things the old-fashioned way, but until I get to that point, I'll deal with the bookmarks. Hey, whatever works for you, that's fine. I've got some things bookmarked on my phone, but then sometimes they'll fall off of there. But that's why I handwrite it. So then if something happens to my electronics, at least I still have my physical copy. So anyway, oh my gosh. We managed to make it a full hour, guys. I just don't have the space and mental bandwidth to transfer it all in this season of life. You know, you don't have to do it all at once. I mean, I still have some recipes that I haven't transferred over, but occasionally I'll just write them down and stick them in my box. Or if I just get the gumption that, oh, okay, I want to rewrite these recipes and put them in my box, then I'll do that. But I only do like a few at a time. I don't try to get it all done. And you probably have saved up a lot more recipes than I have too. Because you go everywhere and you see everything, so you see a lot of new recipes and try new things. I'm just so old-fashioned to the point where once I get a meal, I just make that over and over and over again. And I don't know. Anyway, I have Happy Planner recipe book pages I want to make for Zach before he moves out. Oh, that sounds fun. Yes, but oh, okay. Well, guys, let's see. Well, did I? Where? I know. Trying to find the button. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys.
Okay, your wallet's on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, it fell. All right, guys. Yeah, we're going to say.
Here's my appointment card for next year.
Oh, okay. We don't need to show everybody.
Oh.
I'm on my live stream still, Dad.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I got my camera right here.
I keep on walking in on you. I gotta get my glasses on because you gave me those drops in my eyes. You know.
No entry allowed, Dad. We party.
No entry allowed.
Yeah. So okay, guys. Everyone say okay. Amanda said no entry allowed, Dad. We partied. Well, I didn't realize that his door was still locked. So, and then she says hi, Dad. Amanda says hi, Dad. Okay. All right, guys. We're going to see you later. You guys have a fabulous day. I love all of you. There's a half a heart. I can't make my other half a heart. So, guys, I love all of you. We will see you next year. I might do a little bit of things on Instagram or a story here and there or a short video here and there, but we'll definitely be back next year. All right. I love all of you. You guys have a fabulous holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And you guys take care. Love y'all.